Oh boy, a short episode? Why do we have a short episode? Well, that's actually because there's not much to do. The only thing that we have left that we can do right now before we get to the end of the game, and by which I mean defeat the sorceress, is this Harbor Speedway. That's it. We're at the end of this game, guys. We are really close to the end of this game. So the reason that this level is, or this episode is only actually 8 minutes, is really just because that's it. There's really nothing I could do to prolong this. Except for, I guess, maybe hunt for skill points if I really wanted to, but I don't. Quite frankly, I don't. Anyway, this is a fairly typical challenge for the most part, especially if you suck like I do. I think I even left in all the fail for one, just to pad this episode out a little bit, because as you can tell, I did screw this up. A little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I hate speedways. I don't really hate speedways, but like I was so bad at them as a kid, especially. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I think I was just trying to save fate. Save face. Save fate. Same thing, right? Let's try this again and try to be a little bit more successful this time. Yeah, at that point, I think I had just given up and was really just trying to do whatever it was that I could do, just to, I don't know, be almost not an idiot, which is never a good case for me. It's not a good look for me. What am I even saying? I have no idea. Let's go through all these gates now. It's really typical. We just didn't start out with the gates, but now we have these arches. That's it. Usual stuff. And the arches are going to end, and we're going to go fight the lobsters, because they, I don't know, offended us with their big glowing middle fingers and flipped us off and insulted our mother. They didn't actually do that. We can pretend, right? Right? You guys keep the secret? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. We're good. Let's go get the fishies. Now, it probably would be quicker to go in front, but it's not that bad going in from the back. Anyway, we'll stab them in the back. How many of those did I actually manage to get? The first time around, if we already have all the gems. Apparently quite a few. I didn't recall getting that many. We're gonna kill this guy, and I think with just a few little bits of a second left, we're gonna just barely, what is that? Yeah, that's a really close save. Really close. We almost did not make that, but we did. We did indeed. We get our first egg. Unlike the last time we did a speedway, we can obviously get all the eggs here. Kobe. Let's get out of here. Actually, no, wait, let's not get out of here. We still have several things we need to do here. What am I saying? Anyway, usual race here against one of the obstacles in the course. You guys just want me to say it, don't you? I'm going to not say it. I'm going to not say it. Why would I say it? I don't need to say it. Nope. Nope. You guys saw it. Why do I need to commentate it? Oh, wait. Because that's what I do. Whatever. I can just laugh about it internally? I don't need to say it out loud. Nope. Anyway, on to a possibly more mature, not really, topic range. This is this typical race. This one is a little bit more difficult, and it's, I don't want to say a little bit random, but it feels like it to some extent. Like it feels like either you do really well or you do really poorly. And I'm not sure why, but that's at least what it feels like to me. It feels like it's one or the other. But as you can tell, we're doing very well because we're already in second place, which I think is actually just about the best we've done. Maybe harboring back to, I had to say, harboring back to like the first Speedway we ever did, all the way back Mushroom Speedway, if you so recall, quite a few episodes ago, honestly. Now, this Let's Play has come a decent ways, but it does not reflect about the Let's Play time quite yet. That time will come in due time. Due time, which is not correct. Not at the moment. Now is not due time. Now is race the birds time. I almost said it. I'm 5. Leave me alone. Actually, I'm not I am first. I am first place. We've still got like an entire lap to go here because we just entered our third lap here just now. The course is actually fairly long. We're like a minute a lap. Yeah, it's a race. Kind of. But as per usual, once you're in the front, as long as you hit all the stars, you're probably good. I actually managed to do it. Oh, I almost managed to get all three. Not quite. Not quite indeed. Not quite. Maybe one day I will get all three of the stars. But today is unfortunately not that day. However, what we will get is we will get ourselves a first place victory, because I don't know why I would have showed this if we didn't get a first place victory. Because we're already in first, doing pretty well, even though I slammed into the thing. Whatever, right? Something like that. There is our finish ring. I launched it off and I think it went and killed a bird. Nope, didn't say it. Didn't say it. With that, we get our egg, right? Right. This is Jesse. Jessai. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, let's get to our next and last egg that not only here, but that we can possibly get before finishing the game. Fly over to this lighthouse here and find our usual friend Hunter, who's complaining about, well, if you've watched the last ones, you can probably guess, more flying sheep saucers. Hunter, do you do anything other than make up flying sheep saucers? All right, this minigame is a little bit Superman 64-esque, I guess is one way to put it. You're flying through rings. Luckily, the controls are a little bit nicer, and he doesn't fly like a tank. But yeah, it's not that bad. Really, just make a lap around the island, flying through all the rings, and it's pretty generous, to be fair. It's pretty generous. It's not. I don't want to say it's not awful, because that makes it sound like it's bad, and it's not really bad either. It's just not particularly interesting. They kind of played out the space sheep mechanic a little bit. Does that stop it from coming back in Spyro 4 though? Absolutely not. Why would it? Why would it? But yeah, so eventually what's going to happen to this, you might be asking, well, eventually what's going to happen is that he's just going to randomly crash for no reason, because it's not like Hunter actually helped at all. But we got ourselves, because of that, we got ourselves an egg. This is Sarah, spelled, in my opinion, the correct way. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend anybody. If your name is Sarah with the H. Oops. Oh well, let's get out of here. And we're done with this level. We're done with everything we can do before the final boss of the game. Everything. Except for, well, the final boss itself, because you can finish the final boss before you finish the final boss. Level complete. But wait, one little more thing here. You can see real quick that we actually have, well, everything basically, except for just a few little bits. Missing a Sparks world, because as you can see, if we go up to the sign, well, can't quite get to the Sparks world yet.